You are unlimited because you can always push your limits. I want to share this perspective because many people question if it is possible to be incredibly muscular and incredibly lean, all while living happily and while doing so without the use of performance-enhancing drugs. You can be as muscular as you want. You can be as lean as you want, and you can do this while feeling full, satisfied, and happy. There is no limit to what you can do because you can always push your limits. That's what weight training even is. That's what fat loss is. Each time you weight train, your intention is just to push your limit a tiny bit further. Each day that you eat for fat loss, your intention is just to eat a few less calories so that you burn a small fraction of 1 pound of body fat that day. People who demonstrate that there are no limits are simply doing just a tiny bit more each day. When you're doing just a tiny bit more each day, the only way for you to know that you're making progress is to actually appreciate the tiny bit more that you did. With that appreciation of that tiny bit that you did, that tiny bit will not seem so tiny to you. Instead, that tiny bit will feel like progress to you. That progress may only be seen by you. The people around you may not validate that you're making progress. It's up to you to validate for yourself that you are making progress. And you know you're making progress because you appreciate pushing just a tiny bit further than last time. After a while of consistently pushing your limit just a tiny bit, people are going to start catching on. There comes a point where after 100 weeks of pushing just a tiny bit, you will simply be massively stronger, massively more muscular. All the while, you'll carry relatively little fat. People will notice a large gap between the way that they look and the way that you look. You as well will notice that gap. To people who have not been pushing just a tiny bit further each day in the way that you have been pushing just a tiny bit further, to those people it will seem like you have achieved the impossible because they're observing a large gap between you and them. Closing the large gap can feel daunting and impossible for people, but you know that large gaps are just closed by consistently making small movements each day. Other people may not see the tiny bit of progress that you make each day. Because to be fair, it's not the job of other people to keep track of your progress. It is your job to keep track of your own progress. Other people will not notice your incremental milestones, but when you just keep pushing your limit a tiny bit further, after a while, it becomes impossible for people not to notice that you did something incredible. And at this point, it will be impossible for you not to notice that you have done something incredible. But until this happens, the only way for you to know that you're doing something incredible is to just appreciate pushing a tiny bit further each day. So that means you'll appreciate yourself as you are right now, and it means you'll be satisfied with yourself as you are right now. It means appreciating the fact that you showed up, even if you didn't feel any stronger during this workout. It means appreciating the fact that you chose to rest when your body told you to rest, because you know that you get stronger, larger, and leaner during rest. It means appreciating that even though you didn't lift a heavier weight this time, you at least lifted a single rep more than you did last time. Or even if you lifted for less reps, you were able to lift just a few pounds more than last time. This is how you do the impossible. You accept that, yes, you have some lofty goal, but then you place your attention on the tiny bit more that you will do today. Rather than listening to other people, you just appreciate everything that you do today. It's that simple. Do not waste time asking if something is possible. Instead, start pushing your limit just a little bit further. Of course, always be mindful of your safety and health. There is no need to take risks with your safety and health. Just listen to your body, support your body, let your body rest, and then when you're filled with energy, push as far as you can push while remaining confident in your safety and good health. That's how you achieve the impossible. That's why you are unlimited. Sending good vibes.